Come on, set. And logo.
56. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, orbit.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Silver. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Yo, go. Shoot.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You get blocked, man.
X3. 218. Chop it. Check it out.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay.
That's a good shot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
General West.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Topper.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Locke to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, stand up. Five.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
6-6. Hold back.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Get it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a big run there by Henry. 61 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Ready? 90, Wolf.
56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wow.
Get ready.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
On the double.
53. Mike. Blue Dan.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh.
56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood.
56 is the mic. Let's go.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism, because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check it out, Reed.
Look at me, zipper.
Ringo.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And the Broncos first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Yep.
56. Check 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
2.
Clock now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
They begin with Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
On the ready.
52. Mike 52. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
A first down carry for Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Henry running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Check 52 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, Delta.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
5.
From the gun, McDonald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Charlie.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Come on,
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Come on, you pilot. 64, weak.
Right there. 54, right there. 50.
Move.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready.
On third and long, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, high 7. Look, squeeze.
Watch the shift.
Go. Hard.
Watch twist.
2.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. He'll rifle this one. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
53, Mike, 53.
Hey, Wahoo.
You can't block me. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Big grip, big grip.
To throw on third down. McDonald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Lock. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Ready?
56, check 56. I know he ain't got it. Check, crunch, crunch.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch the whip.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. One more time with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Go now. 15. Drop.
Another run by Lindsay. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
218, chopper.
Let's see what you got. Check 26.
Hey, Alpha.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Locke to throw for it on 4th. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You draw quarters. Hey, orbit. Go. Five.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Go.
On 3rd down. Lock. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
52's the mic.
6-6, pull it high. Big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, it's caught. Lockett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Protein spill.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, defense.
Now.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
56. 56, right there, 56.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Gone.
Check 24.
Hey, lock it.
Big Ed. Joker.
Buzz. Let's go.
On 4th down, McDonald. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Alert 3.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
22-jet bomber. Hey, exit. Hey.
Roy.
Roll out. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke. He's going to float this over the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
52's the mark.
Christian Travis. Ready?
They'll run it again with Henry. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, Mike 52.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, he completes it to Henry. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready.
Watch Mike, watch Mike.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3 down, 3 down.
Deep grip, deep grip.
They'll run with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Bring it. Bring it.
Now.
Again, it's Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Titans, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our